Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with this is definitely a interesting brand from a name standpoint, right? Very interesting brand from a name standpoint. So this is Peg Leg Porker. Yes, Peg Leg Porker. Very interesting name. I've seen this bottle, funny enough, over the last few years, looking at different liquor stores and so forth. So I've seen this bottle on shelf, like the 4-year-old. They have some other versions as well, the 8. So I've seen their whiskey, but I never pulled the trigger. So really excited to kind of dive into this one. So what do we know, Judge, about Peg Leg Porker? So this one was started by Kerry Bringle. So Kerry Bringle is the owner of Peg Leg Porker. He is also primarily really a chef. He's a pit master, right? So he's a pit master, owns his own restaurant down in Nashville. And the name comes from, so Kerry, when he was a kid, he lost a leg to cancer as a child, right? So childhood cancer, so he lost a leg. And then Porker, of course, obviously because he is a pit master. And I heard, by the way, his food is amazing. I've never had it myself, but I heard it's actually truly amazing. When you think about this brand, so it is, as it says here up front, Tennessee straight bourbon whiskey. My guess is, because he is sourcing it, right? He's not distilling himself. My guess is that Kerry is getting his whiskey from George Dickel. That's just my guess. I could absolutely be wrong, but I'm going to guess Dickel. It's probably Dickel Juice is my guess. As I mentioned earlier, so they have other products. They have a 4-year-old, an 8-year-old. This is the 12. And then they also, once in Blue Moon, have their 15-year-old as well. The cool and very unique thing about Kerry and Peg Leg Porker is the fact that, so their whiskey, they receive it from whatever, Tennessee-based distillery. Again, I'll say Dickel. They receive it from whichever distillery. And then it goes through a hickory charcoal filtration process. That's after the whiskey has already been aged, in this case 12 years. So they take this 12-year-old whiskey, they dump it, and then it goes through a hickory charcoal filtration process. I know most people are thinking, well, Judge, isn't that the same as like Jack Daniels and the others in Tennessee? Yes, but no, actually not the same. When you think about the others, they're taking their White Dog when they first create their whiskey, and then it goes through the charcoal filtration process. And then from there, it obviously ages X number of years and so forth. This is completely different. This is after the whiskey has already been aged 12, well in this case 12 years. Then it goes through the hickory charcoal filtration process. So completely different, which is pretty cool. All right, what else we got here? So I've already poured a little bit in my infinity bottle, just so this kind of air out a little bit. Let's get into the nose. All right. So this product actually came out back in 2017. Again, I just haven't had a chance to grab it, but really excited to kind of get it on the channel. Mash bill. So the mash bill, ooh, this is nice. Wow. Ooh, man. Now I'm getting that whole, that charcoal note. I like that. I get it, the whole charcoal, you think about barbecue food, bourbon, right? I get it. Smoky, sweet. Not bad. Damn. Goodness gracious. All right. Lost me real quick. Mash bill. So the mash bill on this is 84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% malted barley. MSRP on this one, it ranges because it is hard to find. I've seen it in stores, for this one here in particular, anywhere from like $140, or you can also get it online in places like Frootbat and other places for like $195. All right. So the nose on this is very sweet. And I mean like traditional sweet. Very brown sugar. Almost like a candied, almost like a candy kind of a note here. You get like a cherry grape, brown sugar, leather, some smokiness to it as well. What is the proof on this one again? So the proof on this is only actually, 93 proof, which kind of makes sense because a lot of George Dickel products aren't always like 120, 130, even if it is cask strength. So my guess is either, I would assume maybe a little bit of water was added to this, kind of watered down a little bit, but maybe not a ton, honestly, just because a lot of times George Dickel will have like older age statements at cask strength at like a lower proof point. But at 93, I'm guess a little bit of water was added to this. That's just my guess. Doesn't say. We shall see. Oh man, yeah, this is smoky, sweet, brown sugar, some leather, has like a candy note, like a sugar candy note almost. Oh man, this is nice though. Man, nice nose. I love the nose a lot. That cherry, that fruit note. Very nice. All right, hey, gotta dive into it real quick. 3 quick, easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know, have you ever tried Peg Leg Porker, the 12-year-old, or honestly, any of the other versions as well? Last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Interesting. Definitely smoky. Very sweet. Very clean. Very crisp. Interesting. All right. Very bold also, actually, for only being 93 proof. Very, like, rich. Very sweet and rich. Uh-oh. Judge dropping whiskey. Not a good thing. So Peg Leg Porker, like I said, I've seen this in states where I've traveled to. It's available in about 13 states, as well as actually is also international too, over in the UK. I know I have a few patrons of mine and friends of mine that are huge Peg Leg Porker fans. And they love this bottle, and I think some of their other products as well. So it's definitely excited to get this one on the channel. Let me get another little sip real quick here. Oh, wow, the nose on this is amazing. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if this is Dickel. To me, it has to be, because it has like that almost like, that traditional, George Dickel medicinal kind of a note. Those cherries, the blackberries, very, very sweet, but it has like that layer of smokiness too as well, because it has like that, it goes through that hickory charcoal filtration process, right? Which I understand the reason why Carrie's doing that. Obviously, he's a pit master, matching barbecue, bourbon. I totally get it. I do. The nose on this is actually, this is pretty damn delightful, honestly. I mean, this is a fantastic nose. Let me get a little bit more of a sip, real quick. The quality of this whiskey, though, wow, look at the oils. Damn, look at that. That's sexy. The quality of the whiskey is actually really good for a 93 proof. I went into this thinking, damn, it should be, because of the price point, right? Anywhere from 140 to, let's call it 195, almost 200, that it should be a much higher proof point. But I'm telling you, this is very well rounded from the beginning of the palate all the way mid palate to the end of the palate. It's very rich, very sweet, very smoky. This is nice. This is really nice, actually. Jeez. It's expensive, but it is nice. I can't lie. Man, that's nice. That is actually really, really nice. I can't lie. All right, so Judge, what is the verdict? Is this a buy? A do not buy? The judge doesn't have a gavel. What is going on? Ah, man. Slipping. Had to bring the gavel back. That's a Cousin Anita joke. I know she did that. So the verdict is in, folks. The verdict is in. This, to me, personally, is an excellent product. I love the nose. The nose is actually amazing, in my humble opinion. The nose is amazing. The palate here, all the way through, steady, very sweet, very rich, very smoky, and very robust for a 93 proof bourbon. I'm gonna pour a little bit more. So here is the final verdict. To me, because it is a higher expensive bottle, I would say one of two things. I'm gonna give this actually a split decision. So I would say, A, try it if you can first at a bar or from a friend. A lot of, again, some of my patrons have this bottle and they told me about it. So try it from a friend if you can. If you're open to trying something that's a little bit more expensive, but is honestly truly phenomenal, go ahead, check it out over at Frootbat. Take a look in today's description. I'll put the link for this product over in Frootbat, as well as you can get 10% off using my code TheBourbonJudge. It's honestly fantastic, but it's it's a little bit expensive. It really is. So try it from a friend, try it at a bar first, and if you're ready to go ahead and make that purchase, go ahead and go over to Frootbat and use my code TheBourbonJudge to get 10% off. For me, this is pretty damn good. But for now, I'm giving it a split decision because at the end of the day, it is pretty damn pricey. Woo! That's pretty damn good. All right, Carrie, I need to get down to Nashville and get myself some of your barbecue because I hear it is damn good. Hey, friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, most important. Salute. Take care. See you guys.